From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
What's going on, everybody? And we're going to talk about episode 4 of The Last of Us. It's called Please Hold My Hand. And a lot really didn't happen, but a lot kind of happened. I think a lot of setup went into the episode today, Susie. And let's get talking about it. They got the car. Ellie found a nudie magazine and wondered how a dude walked around with that.
I mean, I've questioned that on multiple occasions.
So, let's get to Kansas City, because what'd you think, because this is your first time watching this and watching anything of The Last of Us, whether it's game or TV show.
Do you want to know what I've learned with this episode?
What's up?
I need to call my best friend and have her duct tape your mouth shut. Until the end of the episode.
Why is that?
Because we hadn't even gotten to the scene yet of put on your seatbelt. This mofo over here was like, put on your seatbelt, put on your seatbelt. We're almost at the point where he's going to say, put on your seatbelt.
You're not wrong. But
he's not injured.
What'd you think of that little bait and switch there and that whole altercation where Ellie shoots a guy in the ass?
Okay, so that whole thing is freaking genius.
Shooting somebody in the ass?
Well, no, not shooting
somebody. Or the ambush.
The ambush. That is freaking genius.
I mean, it didn't work. It did not work.
Well, no, because Joel's smarter than them.
And he's also, we found out, has done that before.
Uh-huh.
So, they have this full altercation, just like in the game. And Ellie shoots a dude in the ass while Joel is getting choked out. Do you like what Joel did and have Ellie go away before he finished the job? Or were you expecting Ellie to just finish it right there and then?
So, I mean, as we learned later, it wasn't her first time shooting a gun. But I don't feel like at her age, and Joel said it like really well in this,
it's not
that
fair.
It's not fair. She had to grow up way too fast.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of the reason Joel had her leave is because she had to grow up. Like, you don't need to grow up that fast.
Yeah, absolutely. So with all that, we then cut to a brand new character for the show who wasn't in the game, and that's Kathleen, and she's played by...
I have to look it up. Hold on.
Oh.
I still have it pulled up.
Well, that's good.
I still have it pulled up, but I had Melanie Milnsky. I fucked that last part.
And the minute we saw her, I was like, hey, that's Rose from 2.5 Men, and I'm like, oh god, I'm old. And I don't need to be reminded every time I say that, you're going to be 30.
To be fair, I only said it when you said the countdown was at 30.
You're despicable. You're a turd.
But for those that have never seen 2.5 Men, we've ever watched ever after a Cinderella story with Drew Barrymore. She is the better of the stepsisters. So, she's the one who dresses like a horse. She's amazing. I love her so much.
I know you can't really say anything to it outside of what your first initial reaction to Kathleen is, but we'll take yours and then I will come in behind that.
I love all of the female powerhouses that are in this series. And I don't know, I'm sure there's another way to phrase it, but right now I don't know of one. And I'm phrasing it with female powerhouses because you see women in the realm of leadership. They're taking charge, they're taking action. And you see the men doing it too, but like it's very rare that you see in movies like this where women are in charge. I said movies, but TV shows, movies where women are in charge like this. Um, so I like it. I like the fact that she got to be a badass.
Yeah, I don't know where she's gonna fall on this. She's kind of got her own army and all that stuff. It's gonna be interesting. They're looking for Henry and Sam as we see them at the end of the game, but we'll get that at the end of the episode a little bit later. But I'm curious on what Henry did or what Sam did that they're being chased by Kathleen in the full group. But there was a little bit of a teaser of another infected creature that we might be getting soon. And Susy, I think, missed it at first, and once I reminded her, she promptly remembered. But Susy, when they open that door and you see the ground breathe and shake, and they are panic, and we're talking about Kathleen and her, I don't know, her right-hand firearm, I guess.
Crony, right hand firearm, all those terms work.
What are you expecting? Because I have a feeling I know what it is. Like, with what you saw, how big, how scary?
I'm just gonna go with a ginormous black hole. I don't really want to guess at this point. I kind of just want to wait and see.
Yeah, I kind of want to see your freaking outness.
I have my support pillow. Oh God.
Is your doggy there too?
My dog is dead.
Huh?
My dog, like.
Oh, he's out. Well, he had a very long and fun day.
He out. He out. Like he's like done with the world. He's stretching now, but he's like done. He's like, Mommy, I don't want to move.
So, if people don't want to know what kind of creature this is gonna be, mute, and I will tell you to come back. But it's gonna be big. It's gonna be really big. It's probably gonna be really scary. And if it's anything like the game, it's gonna be able to throw spores and stuff at our heroes and who they're with. So I'm excited for it because you can't just have the creepers, the clickers, the sprinters. You need to add a little more diversity in all that. What, Susy?
I'm sorry, you said spores, and I just got a flashback of episode 2, so.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
No, I like the fact that this one was action-packed, but there weren't any zombies.
I did like that.
I like the fact. I think that's my favorite part of this series right now is the fact that we're still getting the zombies, but it's not every episode. We're getting story, we're getting action, we're getting a lot of character development on like Joel and Ellie. So I like the way that they're formulating this.
Yeah, I like how they're getting through everything very all, stealthy, and I think this was one of the first episodes you really get to see Joel start coming around to Ellie, and that has a lot to do with the puns. The little pun book Ellie has. My favorite one was the did you know diarrhea runs in your family? Yeah, they find it in your genes.
Joel, that one, Joel actually died of laughter for.
Yeah. And that's when it cut to black and we see Henry and Sam for the first time. Now, your initial reactions to Ellie and Joel being pointed at gunpoint, yeah.
Didn't he put things on the ground so that he would wake up?
Yep.
So what happened to his alarm system?
They were probably already in there. Or they know another way.
2, that was interesting, to say the least. Not what I was expecting. But I'm kind of intrigued to see where this is going.
Okay. I'm very intrigued to see where it's going.
You're intrigued to see a lot of things.
Because I don't know what they're doing with Kathleen. I have no clue. It's brand new.
They put a lot of characters. So I was reading up on one of the episodes, and it was saying that they made a bunch of roles for actors or actresses that voiced characters in the video game.
Is she somebody in the video game?
I'm not saying that she is, but I'm just saying that we're going to see characters that are now specifically made for the TV show, so that the characters that they voice can have a role. Like, I think the one who originally voices Ellie in the video game, we'll see her later in the series.
Yes.
The character that they specifically created for her.
Yes. We will see her, I think, in the next episode. But Susy, overall, I think last week's episode number 3 with Bill and Frank, was, I think, by far our favorites. And I think there's a consensus with pretty much the whole group of of the people watching it, whether they liked it or not. But because it looks like there's a lot of 5 stars and a lot of 1 stars. So I think a lot of people are on the fence with it.
It's going to be mixed. I think a lot of people weren't expecting that much of a story for them. And I think that's part of why it was a negative review. One of the ones that I was reading was that, why do we have to have LGBTQ in every single thing that's being put on the air or in movies? Like, it's not necessary. And I'm like, no, they need to feel included.
But in the game, Bill was gay. It was a little more subtle, because all you had was the nudie magazine, and that was it.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of people are complaining that it's literally like being shoved in their faces, and it's really not.
No, I thought it was a wonderful episode last week, and I think today was a little bit of a setup episode to see what they're going to do with episode 5.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the big black hole.
Say that again.
I would love to see more character development. Even for the side characters, like Kathleen, or like I would have loved to see more background for Tess. But definitely, but I think 3 is definitely my favorite episode by far. But I think this one would be like a close second right now.
Just for the setup?
It's the setup. Like, we feel like we're hitting like almost like the climax of season 1.
I was gonna say, we got a while to go, Susie.
I said we're hitting it. I didn't say we were in the climax. I said we were hitting it. Because there's a rise, then there's the climax, and then there's the fall to the resolution. We're not at climax yet. We're on the rise.
I'm excited to see where they go next episode, because
You're welcome for the English lesson.
I can't wait for it. Hopefully we can get next Sunday all straight away, but I doubt it. I think we'll be doing it on Monday next week, because it's Super Bowl Sunday, and I will be probably at a party. Most likely at a party. Definitely at a party.
We're still not sure who's driving home.
It's either you or me.
Yep.
It's literally a 50-50 shot in who's driving. But everybody, with that, Susie, where can people find you? Don't say sleeping.
Playing Fairy Tale. Urza.
I was going to say, what is Fairy Tale? But I don't need the internet or you royally smacking me across the face, you uncultured swine.
I can give you a short answer.
It's a fairy tale.
No, it's the magic. It's like My Hero Academia as an anime, just with a lot of magic, rather than superhero powers.
Okay.
It's really cool. You should watch it.
And for me, if people would like to find me, Here's Mr. Rob Appelson.
Hey, you guys, this is 625 here from Lilo and Stitch. Some people think of me as AJ Coppola. I don't care. Just follow me on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, Twitch at NDTA Jalistar15, and Xbox and PSN at AJ Allstar 15. I should have said AJ Allstar, but I'm a sandwich maker. What the hell do I know? Do yourself a favor. Go get yourself a hot fudge marshmallow tuna fish and ham sandwich. All right? Take care of yourself. Goodbye.
All right, everybody, that was our review episode of episode 4 for The Last of Us. Probably next Monday, we'll be talking about episode 5.
What are we doing on Tuesday?
We're this Tuesday in literally 36 or so hours? No, maybe like 40 hours. Ish. We'll be talking about Hawkeye, and I just saw our good buddy James Fair, who's on the show a lot, his progress with making the cover art for it. Hi, Will. And I'm excited for it. And there's a dog. And there's a Will. And it's focusing on Will. And now the dog.
You made the dog move. He was comfy.
He's probably asleep. But
he was asleep.
We'll see you on Tuesday for Hawkeye. Peace out, everybody.
Bye.
Hawkeye, 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 Hawkeye.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.